Donald Trump's legal problems are multiplying. We were just discussing the sedition conviction, but completely separate, you have a civil rape trial now in its 7th day. The prosecution rested just within the last hour, so closing arguments will begin Monday. That's when Trump's lawyers will try to knock down the impact of Trump on tape, a deposition that we don't have full access to, but we know some of its contents. And we know that he doubled down on the damning statements caught in the Access Hollywood tape. This is new from Trump, courtesy of the trial. He argued when it came to his infamous claims and assertions on that tape that, well, historically, quote, it's true with stars that they let you do it. When pressed by a lawyer, Trump responds, and this is new in the trial, so you're hearing this as news tonight. Well, quote, if you look over the last million years, I guess that's largely been true, not always, but largely true, unfortunately or fortunately. And then the follow-up from the lawyer, do you consider yourself a star, someone who might have, of course, benefited from, in his view, or somehow practiced this behavior, which is, of course, alleged assault? Trump said, quote, I think you can say that. Yeah. Not exactly a denial. Also in New York today, there's a separate hearing in the case where Donald Trump is awaiting his own criminal trial. Trump's lawyers are making what is a long-shot request to see if they could somehow move the case. They allege a New York bias against Trump. And they have settled here on basically trying to narrow in when this criminal trial of Donald Trump will occur, February or March of next year. The judge also stating they would restrict Trump from disseminating a narrow portion of the evidence in the case, which is a win for D.A. Bragg. In Washington, you have special counsel Jack Smith's probes, which we were just discussing with our guests. CNN now reporting new subpoenas issued to top Trump employees, including Trump Organization executive Matthew Calamari and his son. So that's some pressure there on the Mar-a-Lago side, the surveillance footage. Mike Pence sat down just last week in the special counsel probe, where Jack Smith, we're learning, sat in on that testimony. Meanwhile, New York Attorney General Letitia James is pursuing what I mentioned earlier tonight about the difference between civil and criminal cases. She has this civil investigation into business fraud, now alleging that Trump and his children completely failed to turn over required documents, so there's a new deadline on that. This is someone who is, of course, running for president right now, but surrounded by investigations and his own trials. The Jack Smith probe, after netting that big sedition win today. The classified documents probe, which is still an open question, including possible obstruction of justice. The civil rape trial that we mentioned, that goes to the jury next week. The civil fraud case in New York. An open criminal election probe in Georgia. And the criminal trial of former President Trump in New York, with a schedule now for that. When you look at your screen right now, when you look at this, we'll put this back up. I want you to absorb this. There are only two ways people have been looking at this in the country. Diehard Trump defenders say what you see on your screen is, quote unquote, proof that he is always facing a witch hunt. But it gets harder and harder to believe in that theory of the case. Increasingly, it looks like a conspiracy theory when you see how many serious, different investigations are ongoing with different juries, with different judges, with different oversight, all relating back to a trail of indictments, including today's sedition convictions, which raise the question, as we explore tonight the civil and criminal avenues in our justice system, will Donald Trump actually meet his day in court for any of this?